Welcome, live with ShallZ on Monday, the best day of the week. Where am I? Where am I? Facebook. Live on Facebook and live on Instagram. Two different places. There's so many places to go live nowadays. We got kind of dizzy doing all of it. First, can we say some good afternoons, good morning, wherever you are in the world, and give everybody a second to log on here on Instagram? ShallZ, June, hello. Heide, when are you coming to Vancouver? Hello. Let's give our friends here on Facebook a second because it takes a second to get everybody logged in. Layli, if that's how you pronounce it, hello. Heli June, hello. Adele, is that how you say it? Hello. Sherry Shaw, hi. From Oceanside, who is this? Calixta? Some of these names on Instagram are not your full names, so I'm reading your screen names out. Arzu, hello. Marsa, Hediye, Hayede. All of the names, hello. What's going on with my Facebook? There you are. Eva from Australia. Good morning to you. It's morning in Australia. Jay from Belgium. Eva, I said Eva. Kati, salam. So ShallZ live with ShallZ now lives on Mondays. It lives Mondays at 2 p.m. here in California, wherever that is in the world to you. Nilufar from LA, Ella from LA. Yes, when you say hello, please tell me where you're from and say your name so I'm not calling you like Bob the Builder. Ali and Bita from Poway, Farhad, hi Farhad, Dina from San Francisco, Farzan from Norway, Hava from Toronto, Shabnam June, hello, Mariam Khoshumadi, hey everybody. Oh my gosh, we could sit here for a really long time and say hello to one another, but we have stuff to talk about today. And for the next few minutes, this is what we do on Mondays. You know what Mondays are, right? In my book, I call them the best day of the week. The best day of the week. And we were finally able to carve out some time on Mondays where most of my children are in school. And it's quiet time here at home that I have had the ability to get home and sit for a minute and kind of produce what I want to talk about over the weekend. And then it's just me and you. And it's me and you for the next 30 minutes or so. So pop in, pop out whenever you want for the next 30 minutes. And then when we're done with this is live for a chance for you to talk. If you're chatting with me on Facebook, I can pop your comments right on screen for everybody to see. If you're on Instagram, typically I'm able to add you to a broadcast. But today, because if I do that, then people on Facebook won't be able to see you. So I just read your comments off of Instagram, and every once in a while we'll do some fun things on Instagram Live so we can chat with other people. Stephanie, hello. Nahita, June, hello. Layla, hello. We could do, and Shaden is home, but Shaden's not right now, as of right now, part of the podcast because we have so much that we need to talk about in such a short period of time. First and foremost, I want to take this opportunity to thank every single one of you beautiful, beautiful people who have sent me messages, who have sent me presents, who have hit the heart button, the like button, sang songs, anything that you did over the past few days to celebrate this little lady's birthday. You made my heart explode every time I opened one of these messages, and there were so many. I love you guys. You're so good to me. It was like I got opening a card over and over again, a hug, and I would just read. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're just everywhere. So thank you. You made this weekend so very special. I kind of wanted to fly low-key with my birthday. I usually have this big birthday bash every year because I'm always looking for a reason to celebrate. And I think things that have happened over the past month in January and just some other things that have happened have just really made me want to do something with my parents and my husband's parents and my kids and my family this year. And it was super nice. It was 3 days, and I am done with the birthday. I'm not celebrating birthday month, so you're not going to keep seeing birthday cakes and birthday parties and birthday dinners and birthday lunches everywhere. We're done. And part of that decision and will be when we get to the end of the podcast, or I shouldn't even really call this a podcast because I do have a podcast now, and I do have it up on Apple and Spotify. It's called It Is What It Is with ShallZ. So you'll have to look it up and you can subscribe to it. And we're getting a bunch of new episodes up there. Right now we had to make a few little tweaks. But those will be up there. But this is just called Live with ShallZ on Mondays, the best day of the week. And it's just a chance for us to talk about things that are happening in our news, things that are happening in our hearts, things that are happening in our minds. So that's what today is for. And we do this every Monday at 2:00. So the reason I kind of wanted to, for me, is just tone down the birthday celebrations is I've been a bit overwhelmed over the past few weeks with a lot of unfortunate, heartbreaking news. And I think I just got to a point that I started to lose my footing and my balance. And it was just becoming a little too much. It was just too much. Like the reality of it, and then the business that I work in. And I said, you know what? I need to hit the pause button. I have a very busy few months coming ahead with events that I have committed to with Nowruz and dancing. And I'm going to go all over those because I hope to meet some of you at some of these events that are coming up. And I really needed to focus my energy on this stuff to make sure that this turns out to be spectacular. So that is why I didn't do anything big, and we're done with birthdays. I'm drinking a lot of water, sorry. So thank you again. One of the big messages when I sat down today and I thought about what are we going to talk about on this podcast, because we have a lot of stuff, right, happening on the news. Sherry June, thank you for saying happy birthday. Mojgan, thank you. I'm older now. We don't have to say happy birthday anymore. We can say it next year. But I do appreciate all your comments. Really, really, it was the sweetest. I feel very blessed to have so many amazing people that I am surrounded with and by, and brings me to the topic that I wanted to talk about a little bit today. I'd like to preface this by saying I am not mad and I am not upset. I have gotten to a point in my life, whether it was the many years of bullying when I was in school, or being in this business and being in front of a TV and being in your face and in the public eye and putting myself out there, I have made myself accessible and for some people a target. And social media has given the opportunity to many people to cowardly sit behind a computer or a phone and fire off messages that they probably normally would not say in real life. Some would, but they feel comfortable that it's okay to do it behind a computer. I have done this long enough that comments typically do not bother me anymore. I have grown and matured so much in the past 20 years in this business that when I did a little bit of searching to find out where is this coming from, am I doing something for a very small group of people, by the way, I would always come back to the same thing, is that there's something from them. It's not me. I'm either triggering something in them. They're allergic to happy people. They're allergic to people who are go-getters, and I might look like somebody that they don't like. There are a whole host of reasons. They see something in me that they may not like in themselves, and I've accepted that generally these comments that come that are negative come from that place. Therefore, I don't take it personally and I don't get upset. The reason I wanted to bring this comment up today, and I appreciate all of you with your advice of saying ignore the haters and just do your thing and blah, 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 because I do those things and I do ignore the haters. Over the past few weeks and months, I have witnessed these type of comments go to people who may not have been exposed the way I have and understand where some of these come from, and it hurts them. And it really hurts them. And I've had to see people defend what they do and why they're doing it because there are people who are very judgmental. And like I said, they're sitting behind a computer, but there's some people who it does affect and it does hurt them. Why would somebody send me this message? So I'm going to tell you a few of the messages that I've received over the past few weeks. I want to share them with you, not because I'm saying, oh, it's a pity, look what they said to me. No, not at all. The reason I want us to talk about these things is that maybe there's somebody that got these messages as well. Maybe you are somebody who is leaving these messages, and we find a way to grow from it, learn from it, stop doing it, or keep doing it. If that's what you like to do and you want to keep doing it, you keep doing it. And to also just put it out there that for those who may be watching and you're salty humans, you don't affect me at all. And if I can give my tools of kind of where I'm at and why I'm not affected by salt, I'm affected by sugar. Maybe somebody who has received a message like this, and I know you have because I've seen them, I've been watching them, you find a way to kind of block the salt from your life as well. Okay, so over the past few weeks, unfortunately, with the tragedy still that we are all trying to understand is the plane crash that happened, especially for those who have Iranian background to them. It was a very it was a hard moment for a lot. And I don't even think if you're not Iranian or Ukrainian or whatever, you're a human, you felt that loss for life, for innocent life. And we still, to this day on social media, we're all so connected that the stories and the faces of people who we would have never seen maybe 15, 20 years ago before all this social media existed, it's in our face every single day. And we are, hold on, we do see the victims, we do see the families, we see their videos, we see how they're going about their life. And then you come to the tragic accident with Kobe Bryant. I saw his wife, Vanessa, posted a story today, and it was video of her daughter, Gianna, and Kobe, and she was trying to explain that in the best words that she could, like what she's feeling. And as a mother, I think about that woman more times than you would believe a day. I think all of us do. And we think about the families that were affected every single day, not only on the plane crash and them, but there's tragedy that happens in this world every day, my friends. Some of us have jobs because I have a job that talks about people's tragedy and their pain every single day. Yes, we cook in the middle. Yes, we dance a little bit in the middle, but generally there is pain in this world, and that's what life is. And it takes me to my podcast sometimes, where sometimes you get to the point after you grieve and you process and you're trying to understand and trying to ask questions, you have to say it is what it is at some point, right? And then what do you do? That's where my energy goes, is that sometimes you're dealt with things in life that you didn't ask for. It's sure not fair. It's really not fair. Really not fair. But now what do you do? How do you move on with it? What do you learn from it? Do you change other people's lives? I met a woman today on the morning show, and she was telling me that she lost her sister, was murdered many years ago. There's some that could take that whole experience and go this way in life. And she took that experience and became this incredible soul on this planet, helping others who are going through tragedy. So that's where my focus is all in, because I've been dealt personally in life with things that were just, there's just a lot. And you can't go back and you can't fix things sometimes. You get to the point where you say it is what it is. Now what am I going to do? So some of these comments that I received over the past few weeks, just over the weekend, somebody had posted, and I'll leave the name out because this is not about attacking people. I'm not about that. I appreciate you. Some people, I see you jumping in and trying to defend and whatnot. And it's always good to have conversations, but let's still try to be respectful, please. Saying that, it's good that you are able to go out and dance and party, but don't forget about the people who died. And somebody else had used some foul language and sent me a message that they were disgusted with me and, the fact that I dance or I'm cooking or breathing. I don't know what it was, when there's so many people that lost their loved ones. And now I'm starting to get very few messages that shame on you for wanting to celebrate Nowruz, which is the Persian New Year. Did I tell you the Persian New Year is coming up in like 30-something days? The first day of spring, because people in Iran are not going to have Nowruz because of all the people who died, or the people on the plane who unfortunately and just tragically lost their lives. So this is a very small handful of comments. Am I affected by them? No. Do I engage with these people? No. Do I block them? Absolutely. And usually with no engagement, because sometimes these people, they want to poke, right? People in life, bullies, and these type of, I call them salty people, they poke to get a reaction. So my life lesson, and I teach my kids this as well, is walk away. Walk away. Walk away from the angry driver who's flipping you off down the freeway. The other day I was in Costco and I was dealing with a little bit of a emergency on my phone, and I had my phone down and I was doing this, and the lady bumped into me, and I swear if her looks could have like seared lasers in my face, she was so angry. She was so angry, and I wanted to go give her a hug and be like, Aziza, why? She was not Persian, but I was like, why are you so angry? Like, have we not learned in the past month how fragile life is? How fleeting life is? Why are you so angry? So what? Somebody's standing there on your phone. So, but they did. I did get some people saying, how shame on you for wanting to celebrate Nowruz when all these people have died and they've lost families. So thank you for your advice. I did not post this today and decide to talk about this to give them attention. I posted and wanted to talk about this because I have heard and I have seen a handful of people also getting these same type of messages. And I thought this would be a good time for all of us to talk about it, is how do you deal with grief? I want to tell you how I've been dealing with it. Massa, yes, I do poof them away. Massa from Facebook, I do poof them away. And they typically, they don't bother me. Having said that, yes, you can ignore and you can walk away, but the reality is, friends, we share this planet with these type of people, and they're here. And they're here. And if they're not bullying the grown-ups, there are some grown-ups who can handle it. There are some grown-ups who cannot. And it hurts them. And then you have kids. And then you have kids in this next generation behind it that may not understand this bullying comes from somewhere, right? So you would have said these things to me maybe 15, 20, 30 years ago. I would have been a hot ball of a mess. But as you grow up and you mature, I think you start to realize, this isn't really about me. This is about you. And unfortunately, too, some of it is a little bit cultural, but, we'll put that aside. So I want to give you my perspective of how I have been handling this and why I will celebrate Nowruz so big and so bold. I will dance so hard I could possibly throw out my hip this year. And I will tell you why in a minute. And then please feel free, especially if you are up on Facebook, share your comments. I would love to pop up your comments as well. Again, welcome, by the way, for those that are just popping in. You're live with ShallZ, Monday, 2 p.m. Every week we're going to do this, minus 1 week that I think I'm on vacation. But this is our place to jam over here and talk. And if you have any ideas, my email is right there, Facebook on your screen, hello@shallz@gmail.com. The same goes for Instagram. You can send me emails there. Sometimes my Instagram tends to get a little overloaded with direct messages. So my response to those, and I don't usually respond. I responded to one lady this week who said to me, don't forget about the people who had died. And this goes in the bigger picture. We here, especially like the relationship that you and I have, if I post 5 times a day, let me calculate this for you. Let's say I post at most 5. I used to post 8 times a day and I've brought that down. So let's say 5 times a day. And let's say each one of those posts, if it's not a picture, I'm going to just give you the benefit of the doubt and say 60 seconds. So we have 5 times 60. We have 300 seconds of our day, my day, that you see. And I'm going to just like triple that, quadruple that. Let's just say, for the benefit of the doubt, you see 10 minutes of my life a day, because we know I'm not on there. I'm working, I'm with the kids. You see, like, let's say up to 20 stories or whatnot. What am I doing in the other 23 hours and 50 minutes of the day? Can someone explain that to me? So we make this judgment based on the 10 minutes that you see a day that someone is not affected with tragedy. Is that a realistic expectation to have from someone? If someone is out having dinner, are they not to eat when tragedy happens? If someone is out celebrating a friend's birthday, should they not celebrate the ones who they love? If somebody is out dancing, why is it okay not to dance? Who set the standards when it comes to grieving, and who gave somebody else the position and the right to judge another human being? The past month for me personally has probably been one of the hardest months that I've gone through in a really long time. I have cried many times. I have been up and not sleeping at night, just like many of you, affected with what happened earlier this month with the 176 beautiful people who lost their lives on the plane, and then the accident that happened with Kobe and those beautiful humans and the kids on that plane, or the helicopter that lost their lives. All of us have been affected. And without having to put it on display for everybody to see, you want to sit here and do we enjoy seeing each other cry? Is that what it is? Explain it to me. Do we want to see someone fall on the floor and not be able to breathe? Do we want to see someone go down into like a depression? It's hard. People are grieving in every way I have seen. People, like, they laugh. They just don't know how to deal with this emotion, so they laugh. I'm not a psychologist. I don't sit here to pretend to be any expert. Please don't misunderstand that. I'm telling you how I deal with grief, and to say to those who shame others and judge others for living their life, that just because somebody is eating, dancing, smiling doesn't mean that they're not in pain. As a matter of fact, and I'll leave this point and I'll bring yourself, as a matter of fact, yeah, Marzia, I will, yes, I know, I will block you, Azizaman. Don't worry. Let me just write your name down. You write whatever you want. See, because there's people, like you might see on Facebook, there is a particular woman right now who is leaving really, really nasty messages. This isn't the place for you, my friends. Nobody is forcing you to be on these social media accounts. And if you don't like what is being said here and what the people here are saying, then just walk away. Just walk away. And if you don't walk away, then I do block you. But yes, I will block you, Marzia, so you can stay as long as you want, and then you can go away. But I think that the point is that with the people who lost, for me, the tragedy of those people who lost their lives and the pain that I see on a day-to-day basis, and I see more than most of you. I see more than most of you. My whole job is all I talk about for 4 hours a day. I'm affected by it. The more than most of your jobs. They have taught me, not only as I'm grieving them and I'm asking myself why, and this isn't right, and how could this happen? I also say, you know what? I'm going to live my life harder. I'm going to love my kids more. I'm going to spend more time with them. I call my husband almost every single day now. Not that I didn't before, but now I make it a point and just call him and say, I just want to tell you I love you. I just want to tell you I love you. And I will walk up to him, and you could ask him too. I walked up and I just was smelling his skin. And my kids, I nuzzle right here and I just kiss them. And when I go out, like on Friday, was it Friday night that I went up? Saturday, I went up to LA. I typically don't go to LA. Like, I'm tired. I'm working. But I said, you know what? I'm going to do this for them because they have taught me to live my life harder. I am learning. We are all learning from that. Have you not been doing the same things, my friends, on your in your lives? I wish I could bring some of you on here so I can hear your voices. I could do it on Instagram, but if I do that on Instagram, my Facebook friends won't be able to hear you. So give me 1 second. I'm trying to get rid of one salty person that has just been like sitting in salt, like lots of salt. Ugh. Let me just block this person. Oh, I love the poof button. Bye. I'm sorry. But that's how I deal with people. And you just saw how I dealt with a salty person right here, leaving some pretty nasty comments, and you just walk away. So yes, I'm going to dance more. I'm going to celebrate Nowruz, probably the best I have ever celebrated, because life is a gift. And I speak for myself. I am blessed. And I know that life can just change in 1 second. I've known that for a really long time. And things that have happened and since 2020 started have just whacked me across the face and reminded me that even more. Life can change in 1 second. It doesn't matter who you are, where you live, how much money you have, what's your background. Your life can change in a second. So while we are alive, for them, right? Their loss and their pain has to be for a reason. If it is not to teach us to be kinder, to love more, to look at the beauty, to stop finding things that are wrong all the time and find out what's right all the time. Oh my gosh, just find what's right. There are some people that they look at a field and all they will see, I was saying this to Raul and Chrissy on the news, they look at a field and they'll see that weed. They see the weed. And then there's people who look in a field and they'll see that one beautiful sunflower that's not a weed. One beautiful sunflower blooming. So who are you? Do you see the weed or you want to see the flower? And events like that happened over the past few weeks, which, by the way, have been happening for many, many, many years on this planet. Many, many years we have lost really, really good people for all sorts of reasons, and most of it is unfair. And it just doesn't make sense because they're good people and it doesn't make sense. But for them, you learn to live your life harder and love the ones and forgive and be kind and dance more and laugh more, right? And that's where I am at. So I am unapologetic for going out, for dancing, and for celebrating Nowruz. I will do it more and I will dance more, and I got more AD and money from the bank to give to people when I see you at the Nowruz events that I'm emceeing, right? because we're doing it for them, because life is sweet. Life is sweet and life is fragile. And I do know, and you know, that there are people, and some could be watching right now, and I'm sorry if you are the ones that lost anybody in these unexplainable tragedies. What I would give to wipe your pain away. What many of us here, these are a lot of good people on here. There are many, 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 many more good people on this planet than there are salty ones. This place, I tell you, is loaded with sugar. And this social media is exhausting. It's invasive. I'm tired. I've given up my privacy, but I do it because it's sugar here. There's sugar, and I've seen you help me. I have helped you, and you have helped each other. I have seen you help each other and love on each other and support each other and become friends with one another. And that is why I sit here at 2 o'clock when I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning. And I sit here and I continue to talk to you, and I continue to push harder and to do this. Is for the sugar. So there will be a lot more sugar coming in the next few months. So if my sugar annoys you, there's a little button. It says unlike, unfollow, depending if you're Instagram or Facebook. You just hit it and poof, I go away. And if you don't do it, poof, I'll put you away. So I leave it up to you. I encourage you to just walk away. And I tell you something. This is my philosophy with social media. If any time I'm on social media and I even follow like people, if they start to make me not feel good, I will unfollow, like without hesitation. If you are on here and I don't make you feel good and people don't make you feel good, please go. I promise you, I won't be sad for my Iranian friends. Azizan, mama narahad nemisha. I promise you. Find and surround yourself for people, with people who make you feel good. That's bottom line what social media should be about. I'm still trying to understand trying to come up with an answer. I understand, but I'm trying to find the words to see why people follow these accounts, like why they follow, they're watching they know exactly what I'm doing from my chicken ghormeh sabzi. Oh my gosh, how many people did I make angry with my chicken ghormeh sabzi? And then one person sent a message, I can't believe you're dancing to Oshiram Kardi again. You know there's other songs out there. Yeah, I do, but that's ShallZ's favorite song. Do you want to argue with a 3-year-old? Because I'm not arguing with a 3-year-old. She wants to dance to Oshiram Kardi for the rest of her life. Babe, put on that song and just rock it, and I'm going to dance with you. Oshiram Kardi. That's just but there's some people who are like that. They get annoyed, but they keep watching. They're still here. Hi, if you're still here. But I think you should go away. If I don't make you feel good, if anybody doesn't make you feel good, not just me, anybody in your life doesn't make you feel good, doesn't want to make you be a better person, doesn't want to make you like thirsty to do better things with your life, work out, eat better, love on each other, do something with your job, be a better wife or a different mother, then just go away. Walk away and go find your team of people. That's my philosophy. So no, I'm not going to stop dancing. No, I'm not going to stop smiling. No, I'm not going to stop going to parties. And I'm going to make this Nowruz really, really big. And not just for me, because I love life and I love to live, but for so many who don't get this opportunity to do that. That's what they taught me. They taught me to live my life harder and take more pictures and take more videos and all of the above. So Facebook, if you have comments, would love to see what you're going to say. And then it's 2:34 here in California. I want to just kind of go over some of the things that are coming up over the next month. And there's so much. I told you, I woke up this morning. My alarm, as you know, goes off at 3 a.m. to go to work. Monday's the best day of the week. I really do like Mondays. I'm not pulling your leg. I really do like Mondays because I feel like it's a chance that you got a chance to rest over the weekend. You got to refuel your tank with your family and your friends. And then you have a fresh start to come back and say, you know what, Mondays is the best day of the week. And you hit the ground running. So today I got up, I got my coffee, I got to work, and I started putting all the stuff that's coming up in the next 8 months on paper. Birthdays are coming, kids' birthdays are coming, and I'm now thirstier for life than I was. I was always thirsty for life, but again, these events have made me want to live harder. And that doesn't mean like sometimes go bigger, but really just be in the moment, and just because the cameras are on doesn't mean that I don't have moments. Remember, there are 24 hours in a day, right? There's 24 hours in a day. You might see 5 minutes. Let's say you see an hour. There's still 23 hours in the day that I am present. Don't worry about me, okay? ShallZ says, life is too short. Thank you for reminding us to live it in spite of all the tough things going around in the world. ShallZ, I think you have all reminded yourselves, right? Everybody. I think everybody, this past 2020 was not what I envisioned to start the year. And I think it's reminded all of us, and each in our own lives have been dealing with this in their own way. So bye, Susan. See you later. Let me see. Angel doesn't seem like she cares about what I'm saying. She just wants to see, where are the kids? We got your point. Where are the kids? Kids are at school, Angel. June. Shaden is downstairs, and he's going to stay downstairs just so I can get all this information out to you. And then I got to go start being with those kids. Scott says, thanks for explaining why you love Mondays along with Raul. I have wondered why. Well, there you go. Mondays are the best day of the week. Best day of the week. And yeah, I love Mondays. I love Fridays. I mean, as Chrissy says, any day that ends with a Y, we should love. It's another day. It's another day. Ellie, love you too, Azizam. Thank you guys for hanging out here. I know some of you are, let me see, life is too short. Linda says, life is too short, no negativity here or criticism. Guess what? I dance salsa between sets, and when I lift weights, people laugh, but I don't care. Linda, you just keep on dancing and let people laugh. You know what? Honestly, they probably wish that they can do the same thing. They wish they could do so. A lot of this stuff comes, unfortunately, and I don't want to say it, it's from jealousy. Some of it is. And they wish that they could maybe be as free, to have that ability to be so free in your heart that you can just dance. So many of us carry just so much pain, whether it's from childhood or life or wherever it is. It takes that ability for us to like smile and dance and just be free. Let's see. Anna says, it's your Facebook. You do as you please. So the people that don't like it, we say, bye, Felicia. Yeah, I mean, it is my Facebook. I can do whatever I want. You can do whatever you want. Why is everybody so demanding up in here? Let's see. So many comments. I'm just clicking your comments up on the screen. Marjan, hello. Sarah, hello. Mariam, happiness is in your own hands. Yes, it is. Massa. Thank you, Massa, June. Yeah, we ain't gonna stop dancing. Sorry, guys. If you think, I'm never gonna stop dancing. If I had some music right now, if you put some music on for me, I just start to dance. It feels good. It feels good. Sometimes when I have the hardest day and I am in the most pain emotionally, I just put on music and I just start to dance. It just feels, sometimes it's just so freeing just to let go and let the music and just the right song. And it's like getting out a good cry. It's like crying dancing. So I cry dance. I love it. I love it. Okay, it's 2:39. I'm going to go back and read all of your comments. But I do want to go over some of the big events because I think I'm going to meet a whole bunch of you over the next few months. Like I said, I'm refocusing my energy. So much coming up in the next 2 months. Wait, before you go. What is it? Wait, Helen says it's because you show your lifestyle very easy. People think you don't have problems. I have problems. I have a lot of problems. I fight with my husband. I don't know sometimes what I'm doing with my kids. I have stress. I have money problems. I have emotional problems. Sometimes I get really sad. Sometimes I get really angry. I have problems. I'm overwhelmed. I'm tired. I don't sleep. I have some really not good friends around me. Drama. I have problems. I am a human being like you. I clean the house. I take care of my kids. I'm lucky that I have family and friends around me who help me and help Bruce do what we do. But Bruce and I show up every single day for our kids. We work hard at what we do, and we couldn't do it with the amazing people around us. I have problems. I have a planning problem. I have a laughter problem. I have a party problem. I have problems. Okay? I by no way share what I share on social media with you to make you feel less or bad or that you're not doing it right. No, I have problems. We all have problems. So can we put that out of the way, please? If you'd like me to post my next fight with Bruce, I would love to do it. Actually, as a matter of fact, I've been trying to get Bruce to come and do like our own little podcast so we can bring our little tiffs and disagreements here so you can see, like, you know, we've been together 20 years. Of course, like every day something comes up. Dude, I went to the bathroom and the guy didn't replace the toilet paper on the toilet. Like, who does that? Like, the toilet paper is like empty and then there's just like no toilet paper. Who does that? And I have real problems. I have some real problems. But I mean, with all due respect, some of you are like salty people. How do I like share real problems? I'll share it with like my friend. We're over coffee and I'll tell you, but I gotta be careful sometimes what I put here out on social media. It goes in the big bad universe and some people take this stuff and they turn it against me and it comes back at me. So please don't think that I don't have problems and I know what I'm talking about and I'm preaching and saying, no, that's not me. Okay? So can we put that aside? Excellent. Let's talk about Nowruz. Let's talk about the next few weeks. I want to see your beautiful faces. Dustaya Aziz Nowruz Daremiyat. There's your Farsi for you. If you are going to be in Southern California, San Diego area, or in Orange County, can I tell you about all the amazing things? And hopefully you'll be able to get to one of these events. Okay, look, even on Facebook, I have visual aids for you. How about this? Charshanbe Suri. There you go. There it is. Tuesday, March 17th, down at the Embarcadero Marina Park North. I will be coming in for a little bit and doing an event. DJ Al, his team of people, they did this last year. It turned out to be amazing. So many people came out. Dress up warm. It's cold outside. They play music. Everybody dances. They serve osh. For my non-Persian friends, just so you know, Charshanbe Suri is kind of starting off the year, the Persian New Year. It's a tradition. Everybody lights fires. You jump over the fire. You say a saying. It's supposed to get rid of all the bad stuff, welcome all the good stuff for the upcoming year. Nowruz, my non-Persian friends, can you tell me what Nowruz is? The start of, come on, my non-Persian friends, we've been hanging out. We've been hanging out for a long time. Nowruzatum Piduz. The start of spring. The first day of spring this year will be on Thursday in California. Thursday, March 19th. I believe it's at 8:57 p.m. I'm hosting a party for my family. It's a sit down dinner. So we're going to count down and we're going to say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Happy Nowruz. And then we're going to like all party and have a dinner or whatever. So that's on Thursday. But before that, if this is a free event, you come out, bring the kids. I will be there. Stop by Embarcadero in San Diego. So that's event number 1 that is happening. Okay, event number 2. When you are done with that, you do your Nowruz with your family on Thursday the 19th. Then afterwards, we are going to gala time. This is happening on Friday, the 20th of March at the Hilton in La Jolla. Friends, I talked to DJ Al over the weekend. Him and his team are doing this event. I'm emceeing it. I'm doing a little surprise. It's going to be good. Surprise little show for you. Surprise. Tickets are almost sold out. I would not be surprised in the next few days if you're going to we have no more tickets. We've had to add tables to accommodate. And once those last seats go, we are done. There is no room. They can't squeeze a room for Amu or Dai or Khale or anybody in there. So if you want to go to this event, we are going to dance all night. You bring your dancing shoes and you bring some flip-flops and you put it under the table. This is a gala. You dress up. We look nice and beautiful. You're going to eat dinner. You're going to take pictures. You're going to learn everything. And this, I really want my non-Persian friends to come to this. We're going to learn everything about Nowruz. I'm going to teach you. Okay. And then we're going to dance for 3 hours until we can't feel our feet anymore. Okay. So make sure you get your tickets to that. It's going to sell out. SD Persian Party. And when it does, don't come back and send me a message and say, Shali June, can I just get one more ticket? The answer is, I'm so sorry. There are no seats. Okay? So make sure you get that. I promise you this is going to sell out. Don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say I didn't tell you. Okay, if that sells out, or if you're flying in, which I know a lot of people are flying in for this, stay, because then on Sunday, March 22nd, I've been doing this event for the past few years, House of Iran in Balboa Park. This event is getting bigger now. I just talked to the whole crew of people there, and they are making this even bigger this year because there's so many people who come out to this free event. Look here, you have DJ Mohsen, you have Farsha, you have Mariam, you have dancers, you have Masid. You guys know who Masid is? He's my DAF instructor. And we do another big celebration for about an hour and a half. This one is free. So you come out, just grab a seat, bring a blanket, you sit out on the grass, and we celebrate. And I will be out there for this event Sunday, March 22nd. Okay, I don't have the flyer for the next event, but it will be coming out soon. I am going to stop by Mason Park in Irvine for Sinza Bedar. My beautiful friend, Sinza Bedar is the last end of the Persian New Year. Yes, the Persians party for 2 weeks straight. That's how we roll. And everybody goes to the park with their families and we eat and we tie knots in the grass. And it's just a very beautiful day. So this year I have not been to Mason Park in Irvine. I think there's, if I'm not mistaken, upwards of 30,000, could I be wrong? People? I mean, there's a lot of people. You can't walk in Mason Park in Irvine. And I will be stopping by there for a little bit because I do have to work on Monday. So when that flyer comes out, I will be with DJ Al, swinging in there for about an hour and then swinging out. And then don't forget my final thing. I can't believe all this stuff is happening back to back. Do you see why I'm a little bit overwhelmed right now? Dancing with Our Stars, Saturday, April 4th, California Center for the Arts in Escondido. Dancing with Our Stars. I've been working. I gotta work harder. The show is coming up. Tickets are $35 and it includes an after party where there's a DJ and you can kind of dance under the stars and you get to meet all the people who are a part of it. I will be there. So if you'd like to come and at some point, I mean, this is a big fundraiser. So if you are a business and you're looking at sponsoring, or if you just want to sponsor me as well, I will put up the information on how to do that. So that happens April 4th. And then the following week is Shaden's first birthday party. That's exactly how I feel in my brain right now. Can you imagine? And then I'm hosting a Pogosha the next month. And then it's Shyla's birthday, and then Bruce's birthday, and then our Sean's birthday, and then our Shaya's birthday, and then all of a sudden it's Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas again. If we're still here and moving and kicking and all of that. So that's the next few months. I gave you all the information on so many different ways that you can come out and say hello and do all that. My email is hello@shallz@gmail.com. My podcast is up. If you go on Apple or Spotify and you search Shalli Zamarodi, it will come up. We've had to tweak a few of the episodes, but we have a bunch coming your way in the next week or so. And my website is coming out soon. Don't forget. And go. YouTube is up. It's getting fluffed more, but you should subscribe if you can. Please do. ShallZ, if you go, ShallL, and then the letter Z. Subscribe there, and I already have some videos up. And in the next week, chicken or sabzi with chicken. I'm going to show you how to make it. Goat cheese appetizer. I'm going to show you how to make it. And so many things all up on my YouTube channel. Look at that. That was a birthday present to myself. All of these things. And then happy birthday to me. And now it's there for you. All right, beautiful friends. I look forward to reading all of your comments a little later tonight when my kids go to bed. And your emails. Hello, ShallZ. Thank you for hanging out with me on this Monday. We'll do it again next Monday, 2 p.m. right here. And in the middle of it, you might see some lives come here and there. By the way, tomorrow, 10:30 in the morning, 10-ish in the morning, live on Instagram, we are chatting with Maz Jabrani about his new movie, The Simple Wedding. So we're going to do a live chat. You're going to see a split screen. Maz and I will be talking about this. I'm so excited. It's like a movie about a Persian wedding, like my big fat Greek wedding, but it's Persian wedding. So that's going to happen tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Please take care of yourselves. Poof anybody in your life that doesn't make you feel good. All right? And I'll talk to you guys here live next Monday. Bye-bye. All right. Bye, Instagram. Bye, Facebook.